Yo, what is up, guys? We are back for more Dokkan Battle content, and this is going to be a bit of a different video. So, as the ninth anniversary has been going on, I've been enjoying the heck out of it, as I think everyone else has. This is one of the few times in Dokkan where I think everyone, besides from, the D1 haters, um, that, everyone just universally loves everything about this, right? This ninth anniversary has been absolutely insane. Bunch of content everywhere, and we're gonna get to that. But the most important thing I think for a big celebration to get right is the character choice and the character performance. Also the aesthetics too. That's probably third out of those things I listed, but it's still important. Because that's also one of the reasons why people don't really care for the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta that much. That's a big part. They've nailed everything, right? So we just got Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan is best unit in the game, undisputed. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are top 5. Krillin and 18 are an incredible banner unit. Then we get to the easy. Well, hold on, because Broly is top 5. Gogeta is top 5, and then we get to the Easy A's. Like, he's probably the best Easy A in the game. He's incredibly good. They're pretty good. They're really good. They're okay. He's still not. He's not that great. LR Beerus, I mean, he has a good foundation. We have to see him Easy A, but he has a good foundation. That, like, Krillin and 18 are really good. Golden Freeze is the best banner unit in the game. Like, everything is just... everything's just coming together. It really is coming together. And we could look at all the events and stuff. We got Easy A's. We have Supreme Battle Spectacle. We have Red Zone stages. Boss Rush. Dokkan Battlefield. More support memories. This event. We have orb events. We have special link skill events. We have everything, man. We have everything. So I think maybe I am jumping the gun, but I would say this is the best celebration in Dokkan history. And we're about to look through all the celebrations, and we're about to see why I'm saying that. So, I guess let's go here. Alright, where's 8th anniversary? Boom, here we go. Alright, so 8th anniversary, right? I think the 8th anniversary is heavily hated on. It's very good. I think people are just really complaining for nothing. They are really good. The GT Duo and the Z Duo. Now, the Z Duo had their issues, yes, but people really hated on that unit. Like, yeah, they had issues, but they acted like they were just terrible. Like, no, they weren't. Part 1 had... We still had this, but that's on the 9th anniversary as well. Part 1 had Easy A, Super Vegito, and Super Boo. Now, and the challenge event. So this is where I think the 8th anniversary faltered. I think the challenge events, well, the Shadow Dragon one ended up being fine. This one I wasn't a fan of. I don't think anybody was really a fan of this one. The Omega fight was okay, but the Kid Buu portion was the worst. It was just stupid. I mean, no, the other way around. The Kid Buu one was fine. It was Omega Shenron that was stupid. If we go back and look at these Easy A's, I mean, Super Vegito was really not... I mean, maybe you could say Super Vegito was a little overhated, but... He's still compare Super Vegito to freaking LR Broly, Chila, and Lemma, right? Or to LR STR UI Goku Easy A. Or to Easy A Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. You can't compare them. It's not comparable at all. You cannot compare these guys. Now, Super Buu was that good. Super Buu really was good. So I have nothing to say on him really. But Super Vegito, And like that's a miss. Meanwhile, for part 1 for the 9th anniversary, we have boom. We had these 3. And they were very good. They were incredibly good. Okay, yeah, so that's part 1. I mean, it's a solid part 1. Like, it's not bad. But we get to part 2. And while I think these units were completely overhated, there was definitely a big disconnect from part 1 to part 2. We had Kai Goku and Int Kid Gohan. Now, both these units, even to this day, are still really good. I would still say Int Kid Gohan is still solid. I would still say that. The problem arises when you compare the theme to the first part and to the second part. 8th anniversary was supposed to be Spirit Bomb. But then, like, you get to part 2. So, like, Spirit Bomb, okay? So, we had the Z Duo. We had GT Duo. Cool. We were all thinking, and I guess this was kind of our fault. We kind of put ourselves in an Omega Shenron and Kid Buu kind of box. To where, like, if we got anything else, they were going to be instantly hated. I mean, well, in hindsight, seeing as what LR Omega ended up being, guess I'm kind of glad he wasn't an anniversary LR. Ooh, God, yeah, he sucks. But yeah, so part 1 is supposed to be Spirit Bomb, right? Well, the whole anniversary is supposed to be Spirit Bomb. So why are these guys here? Like, Kai Goku does do the Spirit Bomb, yeah, sure, but like Int Kid Gohan, these were the openings for the anime. These were the opening for the anime. And it's like, they would have been cool if you released them at any other point during the year, but not here. They shouldn't have been released here. As opposed to the 9th anniversary, where it all ties in to Dragon Ball Super movies. Part 1, Dragon Ball Super Broly. We got Carnival LR Gogeta and Dokkan Fest LR Super Saiyan Broly that transforms into full power. Excuse me. Part 2, we now have the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie stuff with LR Beast Gohan with Orange Piccolo attached in the card. Not by name, but by Unit Super. And LR Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They fit. And I think that is another point that I failed to mention earlier. Keeping in line with the overall theme of the celebration is incredibly important. Because also, let's look at the EZAs. Now, LR EZA STRUI Goku. You can say, oh, he's not Dragon Ball Super movies. That wasn't a movie. That was the anime. Remember, during the countdown, because that's when he dropped. During the countdown, they were counting down all the events leading up to Dragon Ball Super Broly, which includes the Tournament of Power. So he fits that perfectly. And then for the EZA, you had LR Broly, Chila, and Lemma. And now for the Part 2 EZA, again, they went back a little bit, yeah, sure. But to be fair, in their defense with Part 2 EZAs, they couldn't really. Like, who was really gonna EZA for Dragon Ball Super superhero stuff? Nobody could EZA. What are we going to EZA? Orange Piccolo? Like, come on. Yeah, so they went back to the countdown with this. So, but, like, it still fits the theme of the countdown, at least, leading up to the movies. So, I'm okay with that. It's not just, oh, Spirit Bomb Part 1 and then anime openings at Part 2. Like, it's a big disconnect. And you could also, well, I wouldn't say Kai Goku was worse than the Z Duo. Gohan was probably worse, though. But then we look at Part 2. I mean, yeah, we had this. This was good. We had the growth missions. We had the campaigns. It was cool. That was pretty good. Stages for story events. The problem is the free-to-play units suck, so it's like, who cares, right? This was good. This was really good. Infinite Dragon Ball History was really good. And then you have the Part 2 EZAs. Again, I assume we're probably going to get another EZA later on in Part 2. Are we? I don't know. We might. I don't know. But, so funny enough, I think for main EZAs, if we're not counting the countdown celebration, we are behind. We got EZA, Broly, Chila, and Lemma, and we got Blue Cock and Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. We are behind with them, but think about it like this. Out of the 4 that were in Part 1 and Part 2 of the 8th anniversary, 2 of them weren't too crazy and 2 of them were pretty good. Now, Blue Cock and Goku on release was the best EZA. Like, he really was. Super Saiyan Goku, he wasn't too crazy. A whole bunch of Dokkan events. All right, and then part 3. I guess we can't really count part 3 yet, but part 3. I'm gonna assume this is where the 6th anti LRs get their easy A. Now this is a big W for the 8th anniversary. The 5th anti LR easy A's were amazing. This anniversary battle was amazing. Yeah, so like third part was pretty good. But yeah, so we could even go to the cooler celebration, right? I mean, not the cooler celebration, the future celebration. I feel like that celebration is very hated on, but that's also because just there's a lot of controversy in that celebration. There was. You had the dual Dokkan Fest, so like, I guess the problem with these guys were they were not competing for best unit in the game. I think that was my problem with these guys. They were not competing for best unit in the game. No way, shape, or form were they. Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta were like number 8 or 7 when they came out. Zamasu was probably like number 4. About number 4. But like they weren't scratching number 1. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think that was a big problem. Part 1 was okay though. Part 1 definitely has stuff. Red Zone. We had Red Zone. A lot of people didn't like this Red Zone version, but it was okay. Dokkan Battlefield. We had missions for this. That was really good. And then we had Easy Zamasu and Trunks. Zamasu was really good. Trunks was meh. Trunks was okay-ish. He wasn't too crazy. And then we what'd you call it? Then we have part 2. Now these guys oh man. Now these guys, Trunks wasn't competing for number 1, but Future Gohan was. Future Gohan was top 3, 100%. They were incredible though. We had tickets, missions. We had the Future Gohan easier. He was really good and still is. Burst mode. This challenge stages was good, but it's like you look through all of this, and I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like the 9th anniversary has had more content. I feel like it has. Like, look at all this stuff. Supreme Battle Spectacle. You have Red Zone. You have Burst Mode. You had multiple really good Easy A's. Like, all of them were good, besides the free-to-play units. And don't forget, we can still get more Easy A's. Do not forget, the 6th anti LRs should be getting their Easy A this celebration. Also, they could also, since we have Easy A STRUI Goku, they could throw in LR Full Power Jiren's Easy A. I do think Jiren, like, let me look. Jiren might be old enough to get an Easy A, right? He was about 2021, right? Jiren might be old enough. Yeah, 2021. He could get it. No, he was 2020 for JP. It was 2020. So, yeah, he could definitely get it. Yeah, man. I think the 9th anniversary is probably the best celebration in Dokkan history. I think a big part of this, every unit, every main LR that released can compete for number 1. Gogeta can easily look like the best unit in the game. Broly can easily look like the best unit in the game. The Gammas had a bug during the private server showcase. They're fixed now, but even then, they still look like they could be, at bare minimum, top 3. And then LRB's Gohan is undisputed number 1. Every summonable unit, they nailed. Now, the free-to-play units, granted, they haven't Easy Aid yet, but they aren't too crazy like this Frieza. This Gogeta's not too crazy. Beerus, we need to see an Easy A for. So, like, they're still on the back burner, but they've nailed almost every important character they needed to nail in this celebration. They did. And we still have more Easy A's to come. There could be, like, 3 more Easy A's. If all is right in the world, we will have 3 more Easy A's. They might even pop out a 4th one, maybe. So, yeah, man. I think the 9th anniversary is tops. I think it's the best. It has hard events. Multiple hard events. And we have super class hard bosses now. We have more Red Zone stages. We have the Blue Zone, basically. Every LR that's released can compete and dominate those stages. what you call it, the EZAs have all been bangers. They've all hit very well. The banner units, my god, they are a million times better than the banner units from last anniversary. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Piccolo were mid at best, and Ice and Nova were the meme of the century until STR banner unit Gohan came out, right? So, yeah, everything is perfect. I can't really come up with a, what you call it? I can't come up with a argument as to it not being the best. I can't come up with anything wrong. I would have to really think about that. I'd have to really think. I guess the free-to-play units. But this just seems like they don't care about free-to-play units at all. I'm kind of just of that train of thinking. So, yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of the 9th anniversary so far. Are you enjoying it? Do you have gripes with it? If so, let me know. Like and subscribe for more Dokkan Battle content such as this. I'm going to catch you on the next one, and I'm out. Good luck with your summons later on. Tonight, I believe they should be dropping at 8 p.m. my time. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it should be dropping about 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And as always, I'm going to catch you on the next one. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.